Well, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Rumble, and happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I know it's been a bit of a gray day here, but not bad. Not bad at all. Well, it's always a good day when the doctor says, yeah, everything's still looking fine. I mean, that's always good, right? All right, Thormurn's already getting started. He's like, I am not waiting around for you to chatter. We're going to go do these things. We need to find 2 trees. Be close to one of them. You have found nothing of import here. So apparently somewhere around here was the mustang tree. Right there. Excuse me. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah. So this is the mustang tree. It's a big old gnarly tree. Been around for ages and ages. Now we need to go find the other tree, the tribute tree. The tree of tribute. And that would be that there. The earth around the tree roots has been disturbed. All right. That's kind of interesting. Earth around the tree roots has been disturbed, huh? Where? A bandit coffer. That is not what we're looking for, but Thormurn could use it. So we'll grab him. Bert, Talenard. Lots of orcs. That's and lots of orcs. Urbane. Thought for sure I saw something else around here. Now I don't see it. And note, I didn't get any other quests. And I know that there are more quests here. Right, so here's the tree. That's it? I'm gonna sit here and try to figure it out right now. I seem to be missing something in that quest chain. So, we're gonna return back and see if there's anything new at the Rohirrim camp. Drive-by says, hi, oh, happy Tuesday, looking good. Well, thank you. Happy Tuesday to you, too. Fortunately for us, the camp is right here. Oh, there's a ring. Huh. Thormurn, I am disappointed. If we are to unravel the mystery of the wood, we must find more tokens. Yet you managed to lose the pickaxe I gave you? Very well. Let me see if one of these Rohirrim brought a pickaxe with him into the wild.
What can I do for you?
We are fortunate these good people did indeed have a pickaxe among their goods. Go now and complete your task. So apparently, I was supposed to have a pickaxe on me that I did not have, because he certainly did not give it to me last time. Or he did and I sold it. Who knows? But now that I have this pickaxe, we can continue. Okay. Use the pickaxe in your inventory to accept the quest. Usually when you get the item, you automatically get the corresponding quest, but in this case it was considered a pickup item. You actually had to do the quest. Disturbed Earth. You have discovered another evil token, but are attacked by Kuthral. Okay. Complete it, seeking a solution. Completed a shameful loss. Okay, anything else? Defeat or that. Of course, he's gonna move now when I need to see what it says. 30 or 36 of 200. One of those times I wish I was using a multiplier. You know what I mean? Not that we're not killing plenty and plenty and plenty of them. Now back up to the camp again, if I can remember where the heck it is. We've got a nice big look at the tree from here. Like I said, big withered old tree. Oh, it's right behind me. That's why I couldn't find it. Nothing here. Alright, this one's driving me a little nut. I don't have anything else here. Oh, token of the goat. Starts quest evil in the wood. Bring the evil tokens to Theodred at the Rohirrim camp. Well, luckily enough, I ran back to the camp first. Oh, hello, random person. I hope you're having fun. What are you? You're a mariner. Nice. Level 79, it looks like.
What do you need?
Indeed, these medallions confirm what I suspected all along. I thought that Gwillian might have allies in Dunland, and it seems I was right. One of these tokens bears the mark of the goat, the Drugafor, summoned by the old woman of the mountain. This one bears the mark of the stag, and the third is the ox, clans we encountered here in Dunland. Mitigation, bad lose evade, but again a whole ton of agility, and I wouldn't lose any vitality. I'd lose physical mastery. We'll think about it. While you were away, Andreg sent a message to me. He came upon a grave where creatures of darkness haunt the Gravenwood. With your tale of the Cuthrault, the Tree of Tribute, and your discovery of these tokens, it is clear that Gwillian is near at hand. Go meet with Andreg and see what assistance he requires of you. You may find Andreg near a place called the Slade of Shadows, some distance to the south. The Slade of Shadows. I love the names of these places, right? We have to go that way. We are going to get on a horse for this. Alright. Oh, and if I mute every now and then, it's because nobody needs to hear me chew on what sounds like a mouthful of gravel, because that's what checkbook sounds like when you chew it. Not exactly the most fun sound. Well, no chewing is the most fun sound, to be honest. Got something chasing me. It can chase me. Yeah, when I grew up, having Chex Mix was actually a semi-common thing. Family picnics, holiday gatherings, sometimes even just because.
May the Valar grant us swift passage through these lands.
It is good to see you, Thormurn. If you peer around the rock to the south, you will see that trouble's brewing in this place. I have need of your aid.
Our success lies in secrecy. Will you aid us?
I thank you again for coming. When I found the Slate of Shadows, I did not expect it to be so utterly inhabited by evils from the ancient world. I avoided detection for a short time, but I did not wish to risk betraying our presence here to the enemy. It may be, though, that one such as yourself, with no true tie to the Dunedain, might be able to confront the foe without breaking the secrecy of the Grey Company. Will you aid me? So there are 4 separate quests here. Baba Black Sheep.
Will you aid the Grey Company?
Among the creatures inhabiting the Slate of Shadow are the Drugavar. The presence of these fell spirits is clear sign that the old woman of the mountain is near at hand, for it was she who summoned them at first to Inadwaith. As you investigate the Slate of Shadows, banish as many of the Drugavar as you're able. Such fell creatures cannot be allowed to enter our world, for their combined power may prove the undoing of the free people. Then we have dimming lights.
The Grey Company will need your aid.
Among the fell spirits I noticed amid the tree of shadows, Slate of Shadows, I saw many of the wisps the Dunlandings call Elhudan. These spirits are perhaps the least of the Dark Lord's minions, but in large numbers they may prove dangerous still. As you investigate the Slate of Shadows, take some time to banish the Elhudan. Alright? Mystery of the Trees.
The Grey Company has need of your services.
Before I retreated to the rock, I was able to glimpse what appeared to be some small altars and a cauldron set between the large trees at the heart of the slate. While you hunt the creatures within the slate, try to get a glimpse at the structures. Perhaps we can learn what purpose they serve. Okay.
The Grey Company will need your aid.
And then the final one is to kill Kuthral. So we're just going to kill everything. Oh, hello. Does count. Second there, I looked like a bear cub. It was no bear cub. And here is the Slate of Shadows. Yet another one of these trees. Fall into shadows. Nah, I'm good. The hand is but a tool for the eye. Right, so we are looking for some things. Top of this altar bears the mark of the ox. The shadow in the east shall fall upon you. Your spirit shall wither before the eye. The top of this altar bears the mark of the stag. The top of this altar bears the mark of the Drugavar. The cauldron appears to be empty, but it is extremely chilled to the touch and smells of death. Isn't that lovely? Now we still need to kill a few more things before we go back. We don't need any more of the Elhudon. But we do need that. We need those goats. The Drugavar. Yeah, well, I'm thinking about it. You could light them up, literally. I don't think these creatures like light damage that much. Except maybe the Edhulan, who are made out of pure light to begin with. Okay, that did it for those. We just need the Drugavar now. That's a dusk hound. That will get you out of the way. That didn't work. It was very fortunate he's not in the way tonight, or else he would have already been dead. Now you are in the way, so guess what? You're not so fortunate. I'm just killing you because you're a nasty old bird. Ah, there we go. There's a Drugavar. A lot more of the other stuff than there is at the Drugavar. Come on, where are you? Ah, another one. That leaves one more. Hound, hound, hound. Ghost. Shade, white, whatever you want to call it. And these things, which are actually spirits too. Now, stay still for half a second. Do you count towards any deeds? I don't know. I killed it too soon. I see it. There is our prey right over there. Okay, now we can talk to Andrag after we kill the Thorn. Because why not? And complete it, Papa Black Sheep. It's so funny. Hey, where are you, buddy? There you are. Hey, I'm back.
What brings you to the wilds of Enedwaith?
With what you discovered in the Slate of Shadows, I think I know how to ensnare Gwillian. We shall be revealed, but I think the risk is worth the gain. I hope so. I don't know what you have planned, but it's not good, I'm sure.
Will you aid the Grey Company?
Matters here are more dire than I had first believed. From your description, I believe the cauldron that rests within the Slate of Shadows is the fabled Dudagath. Legend has that there is a relic once kept by the necromancer at Dol Guldur, lost when he was driven forth by the White Council. It is rumored to have the power to create an army of white. If I'm correct, Gwillian may be trying to use it on behalf of Saruman. She must be stopped. For this I have a plan. Speak with me when you're ready. So it's an instance. Specifically, it's a solo instance. Alright, let's get started.
At last we have tracked Gwillian, whom the Dunlandings call the Old Woman of the Mountain, here to the Gravenwood. Whatever foul plot she has put in motion must be stopped at the Slade of Shadows.
Thormurn, you told me that the altars bore the same marks as the tokens you brought from Theodred. If this is indeed the case, the tokens may perhaps be used to call Gwillian and her allies to the Slade. Come with me to the Slade of Shadows. There we will see how the tokens may be of use to us. Come follow me as I aggro everything in my path along the way. Even things I didn't necessarily have to aggro. Enter the Slade and place the tokens upon the altars, then return here to me. If I'm correct, we may soon see the end of the Old Woman of the Mountains. Andrag must not be defeated. Altar of the Stag. Altar of the Goat. Off to Anduin. Or Andrag. Alright. Done it. Now what? Let's see if my plan will bear fruit. Oh. That's this. That's not Gwillian. Oh, but there's two other women. Gwillian, stop this madness. Stop the Elder One from entering the cauldron. Oh, shoot. Okay. Dang it. That's the second one I've missed. There's only one way to stop this madness, and that is to destroy the What the heck? And there goes Gwillian running away. Oh, they were so stunned by what happened that they didn't even move. Okay, let's get that out of the way. On drag. Thormurn, when Gwillian said what she did about the living, it reminded me of the rest of the legend. The Duda girl's weakness is the living spirit, the gift of life. It has ended the darkness. Collect the tokens of the rock from the altars, then return to me while I still have breath. While you still have breath. You planning on dying on me? Are you really planning on dying on me? At the remnants of the cauldron we just destroyed. The old woman of the mountain lingers still, but not unharmed. Now is the time to strike. Now is the time to move. I shall not be returning with you, Thormurn. The cost of defeating death is the life of the living. Return to Sheridan and tell him of our victory. Farewell. The dude got himself killed.
What do you need?
Alas, Andrag was a good friend and a stout companion. He will be remembered for his sacrifice. Gwillian has much to answer for. It is a pity she escaped. At least her allies from the Ox and Stag clans will be of no further trouble. Nevertheless, we will renew our efforts to find the old woman of the mountain and bring her to justice. Thank you for returning these tokens. I may yet have a use for them. What are we getting? What are we getting? Nope. Obviously not for us, but how's it look? No, we already have one. Definitely not. I guess we'll take what we can get the most coin out of.
Greetings.
Try that again. I am more determined than ever to find Gwillian's hiding hole, but she is a wily one and more familiar with the land than the Dunedain. I have sent for Amlan, and a few of the Boar clan resistance are helping us scout the Gravenwood for further signs of Gwillian. But in the meantime, I want you to speak with Leoford, the chief of Theodred's scouts. Perhaps by aiding the Rohirrim, we will aid our own cause as well. Hi.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
I'm grateful for the Rangers' help sneaking us into the Gravenwood past the Dunlandings, but I am not certain what aid one such as yourself could offer us. Leoford sighs. I must beg your pardon, Hunter. We have never come this far into enemy lands. I do indeed have a use for you, if you are willing. What did we just do? Known to Theodred's riders. We're getting reputation with Theodred.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
Thormurn, if you wish to be of aid to me, I have a task of great import, though it may not seem so at first. I sent several scouts out to the Gravenwood to discover any movement of Dunlanding forces, but I have not yet heard from any of them. Would you seek out the scouts and learn if any ill has befallen them? It has been too long, and I fear for my companions. Their names are Thurbald, Elfrith, and Cuthric. Thurbald and Cuthric have gone north and east into the Gravenwood, while Elfrith has returned south to watch the road to Wolf's Cliff. I will reward you for your efforts. We have two that are north, one went south. Okay. Guess we can get on a horse. Oh, there's one of the men there.
Time is short, and so is hope.
Leoford sent you. That's well, for I've discovered an encampment of Draegluth, Dragon Clan warriors moving down from Inadwaith. News of their movement should be taken to Leoford at once. I will remain and keep an eye on the encampment. If you wish to be of further aid, I may have other tasks before you leave, though. And he does indeed, 3 of them.
Shadows lie along our path.
And if you don't mind, we won't read all of these, because there's going to be a bunch of side quests at this point. Destroy crates of black fire. In other words, gunpowder, firework powder, whatever you want to call it.
We stride into a danger that we cannot hope to overcome.
We need to collect orders.
Shadows lie along our path.
And
to dispel them at all cost.
And defeat a bunch of Draegluth. Well, that's the easiest one.
Shadows. And the Horse Lords have need of aid.
So, he's actually the easiest of the bunch because he's right near the camp. The stable. Even though that stable only goes to Galtreb. There's a whole mess of mobs over there. Alright, let's get rid of a few, huh? Rate of black fire. Kind of surprised it doesn't just like blow up on you. The captain. And for some reason he wasn't using one of his skills, and it wasn't on cooldown. I don't know what. There we go. Might as well get rid of this guy. He's going to be in the way. Make sure he didn't have anything. Nope, nothing that I can see. Okay, that's it. Now we can go back and report to that guy who gave us these quests. Actually isn't a horrible place to set up a camp. Access to some water. Kind of defensible, but flat enough that you could set up tents. Hold on a second. I need a drink of water. All right. A little better.
The Dunlandings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
It is good news you bring. Okay. Full vitality. Ability. I'll grab them.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere. Time is short. So is hope.
Alright, so we need to talk to the next guy, which is Thormurn. Now where is Thormurn? I'm here. Thormurn up in there. I knew he wasn't quite on the road, but I couldn't remember where. Need to go around a bit. Did I say a bit? It seems like we're going all the way around. He's down there. Ouch. I thought he was down here. Ha ha. Oh, I played myself. I got that wrong. Now we have to figure out how to get back up there. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Now he's right here.
Time is short. So is hope.
Indeed, I am well, Hunter. I have discovered an encampment of warriors of the Ukluth, the Ox clan, marching eastward out of Carriglin. I dare say they are up to no good. Take this news at once to Leoford. If you want to be of further aid, I may have other tasks for you before you leave.
We stride into a danger that we cannot hope to overcome.
Place the desecrated Ox skull before the tent of the Ox clan's captain. Okay.
Shadows lie along our path. We must seek to dispel them at all cost.
Scout the Ruvel Cadlus.
The minions of Orthanc are growing stronger in these lands.
And defeat the Ukluth. Alright, did I get some skull from you? I hope so. I'm not coming back for it. And this is the Ox clan people. Fine. Not close enough my butt. Your kind is not welcome here, Devodiad. No kidding. Ah, this is the captain. Oh, you absolute stinker. Thanks. Okay. And there he is. Because of course he came out to see what was going on. Okay. That one's done. We're still scouting the place though. I think I might have come from the wrong direction to scout it. Again, with the "your kind is not welcome here." No kidding. You have found a banner of the White Hand. Yeah, well. Now I need to go back to that guy. Tell him of our relative success. Wow, you literally just let me walk right by you and didn't even trigger for like 2 seconds. That orc was on coffee break. So, one, playing this, or while we're doing this, a very kind person on my Steam friend list actually gifted me something today. They gifted me a copy of the game Soul Mask. Now, I've had Soul Mask on my radar for a while. Do we want any of this? Maybe that. I lose vitality, so I probably don't want to do that. I bet you I don't have any room in it either. Gee, how'd I guess? Get rid of that and that. But yeah, I've had it on my wish list for a while. I wanted to check it out, and now
rally to the banner of the White Hand.
I can check it out. Now we need to find Elfrith. So that might be something. I don't know if we'll do streams for it or videos for it. But yeah, either way, that's something new to look for. Alright, let's get on a horse now. I did open it up and tinker with the character creator, and I will say that is one place I'm a little disappointed in it. It's very lacking. So hopefully the gameplay itself makes up for that. I mean, I was able to make a decent-ish looking character, but there was like almost was very limited hairstyles. No ability to change eye color that I saw. On the bright side, I was able to make a character that clearly looked female. So yay for that. Where are we going? All the way out here. All the way out here. Okay. Hello, Alfred.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
You there, Leopold sent you. I have news for you to take to him. A band of orcs bearing the mark of the White Hand has entered the Gravenwood and has been clean-cutting the forest here. I know not for what purpose, but they have been shipping the wood eastward. If you wish to be of further assistance, I may have other tasks for you.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
Kill orcs.
Greetings.
Collect orc Collect orc heads. Okay.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment
Scout
of your time?
at Gru. Alright. And you are incredibly rude and interrupted me while I was trying to get my quest. So you get to be my first kill. Need to go in here where they are destroying trees. Now, granted, if you make wood furniture, you're gonna have to chop down a couple of trees. But Saruman isn't in the furniture business. Thormurn is in siege weapons and catapults and basically burn and destroy. Where are we going to get in here? I've forgotten. So it's up in here. I feel like I want to go up. Probably not from there. Nope. Alright, we're getting on a horse for this. Thormund's too short to see over some of these grasses. Wait, up there? Ah, there we go. Completed exploring the Gravenwood. So we've actually finished an explorer deed, just following these quests. That you got to know when you follow the side quests like that. It's probably the whole purpose of them is to get you the side deeds you wouldn't usually do otherwise. Thormurn needs a better axe than the one he's been using is kind of getting dull. Oh, we got a whole mess of them coming. Oh, hello. A white hand berserker. Didn't last long. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for scouting the place, but I've clearly not found it yet. The orcs at LOTRO have cut a large amount of wood and are still razing the forest to the ground. Alright, now we can go talk to him. After we knock a few more orcs down. Woohoo! That's not an orc, but it's in my way. It dies. Alright, you sir. Done.
Welcome, my friend.
And you can get out of my face.
Welcome and well met,
Done.
friend.
Oh, and yeah, this one.
Is welcome, friend.
Victory, Thormurn. I will use these as a warning to the arts that their presence will not be tolerated. My thanks to you. So, he had me gather a bunch of orc heads for him to use as trophies. What we got here? That's light armor. I recognized that before I even hovered over it. That's heavy. And no, no, and no. So we'll just take what we can get the most for. Talk to Lheu for word at the Rohirrim camp. So we have to go all the way back to the Rohirrim camp now. Which is... okay, I don't think quite as far away as I thought it was. thought it was a little further out. Might actually be relatively close to it. Not. Well, not quite as close as I thought, but we are still relatively close to it. Boy, do we ever have to empty our bags when we get there. Before I even talk to the guy, we have to empty our bags. That other tree, so we're very close now. Alright, you!
What do you need?
Oh, you're about to become my best friend because I'm gonna unload a bunch of junk on you, and you're gonna take it, and then my bags will be empty. Emptier. That was a piece I wanted to keep. Nightshade jacket and nightshade boots, huh? Armor-wise, they're probably good. Looks-wise, not so much. Yeah, we don't want it. Oh, shoot. I have to take those back. Alright, I have to buy those back. I need them to turn in at Galtrev. Oh my god, my bags were so overfull. Do I? Nope, I already know it. That, don't need that, don't need that, don't need those, don't need that. Already know it. Already know it. Okay. Not a single one of those recipes was anything I needed. Up. Oh, I can sell that. might. Well, Thormurn doesn't need that. But you know somebody that might be able to use it is Marceline. And she might even be able to use those leggings, not right away, but at some point. Look at those bags, they're such a mess. But they're less of a mess. Alright, now that we've done all that, I need to talk to this guy again.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
This news is distressing. The Arks are of little concern to me. Let them consume the Dunlanding's wood. But the companies of Dunlanding warriors trouble me. From what you tell me, they will be converging upon the mustering tree, and that is an ill omen. Despite the enmity the Draegluth have shown to their own countrymen, I think it more likely that both companies are meeting as allies to join the Heat that host a gathering at Wolf's Cleft. I must think upon this problem. So, Berserker's Talisman. Might, vitality, physical mastery, and critical rating. Not good for me, but it's actually not bad. Scorched Oxhide Gauntlets. Not bad. Take them. I probably won't use them. And of course, he has another quest.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
I am distressed. I fear that Kuthrik's insolent goading of the Oxland captain has compromised our mission. More than that, both companies now converge upon the mustering tree, and I fear that once they have combined their strength, they will overrun our camp, and Theodred will have to fall back. I will join Thurbald, Elfrith, and Kuthrith and make a stand against the foe. Will you join me? At the least, we will have an end worthy of remembrance. And it is a solo. Instance can only be run solo. And they're very specific about that.
Scouts are a brave lot, but I am uncertain that facing the combined might of the Ox clan and the Dragon clan is the wisest course of action. Perhaps with a hero's aid, they may indeed stave off the storm blowing south to Rohan.
Plan Thormurn. We are few against two companies of Dunlanding warriors. I plan only to take as many of them as I can with me to the grave, and hope my sacrifice is not in vain. I cannot fault you for preserving your own life, so if the battle goes ill, you may take long stride and escape. To arms, brothers, for Errol, for Helm, to arms. Now, if I remember right, they come from different directions. We have to keep an eye out. Basically, the only goal in this is to stay alive for a while. how long do we have to do this for? 7 minutes? Wait, well, we have 6.5 minutes left. I think it's like an 8-minute. And all you have to do is survive for that long. Against constant and, I think, increasing waves of enemies. And of course you can't really see what's going on because everything's shrouded in fog. On you. I shall not die at your hands, dwarf. Huh. What was that again? Completed. Dunland Slayer Advance. I guess on the bright side we're completing deeds. Half minutes left. I was gonna say, did you spot something? You did. actually doing pretty good. What, 50 seconds. Or complete it. Not bad. They actually did a lot better than I thought they would.
Welcome, my friend.
Thormurn, I was rendered unconscious during the battle, but apparently the Dunlandings thought me dead. When they had removed themselves from the mustering tree, your ranger friend found me and brought me back here. I will live, but others are lost forever, but in song. Our lost companions will be missed, but I believe our actions will hinder the war efforts of the Dunlandings, though to what degree I cannot yet say. Nobody died during that. I think they need to change the wording. I really do. Because, like, every single one of those guys was still standing when I got done.
The Rohirrim are grateful for your aid.
Thormurn, word has come via Gravenwood from one of the Boar clan scouts who are aiding us in that accursed place. Luella reports that she may have found the witch your ranger friends seek, the old woman of the mountain. Luella awaits you near the road to Thormurn in the north. I thank you for all your aid here, but soon I fear we must escape back to our own lands. We have taken too many losses here. May fortune go with you, my friend. Coming to a conclusion. That is the name of this quest. Oh, she's over here.
What is your purpose here, Devodiad?
Oh, we have to go back again. It is well that you have come to Devodiad. It is known among my people that the old woman of the mountain is called such because she dwells upon the heights of the mountain you call Methedras, but we have never known the way to her abode. She always came down among us. I have discovered a path leading from the road to Prince Theodred up the mountainside. There is an evil air about the path, so I will not go there. But I believe this may well be the path your friend Sheridan seeks. Return to Sheridan and thank him for the kindness he has shown the people of the bar, and tell him of the path. Tell him also that none have traveled it recently. So she's one of the Boar clan. Those are the ones that were basically enslaved at Barnavan. The clan that's pretty much all but wiped out because they refused to follow Saruman. A lot of pine trees in this, but every once in a while you see a birch tree. Like, okay, did some random seed come from somewhere else? Because you're kind of, out of place here. Oh, lag. Wonderful. Lag. Oh dear. At least we weren't in the middle of battle.
Greetings.
Puello found the path, but none have traveled it recently. I wonder, then, what has become of Gwillian since her defeat at the Slate of Shadows. I think she must do one of two things, seek refuge with Saruman, or find her way back to her own abode to recoup her strength. I think if she appears at Arthronk in defeat, she will not find herself welcomed. Though Gwillian is not dead, and will likely return again, I believe your duties here are ended. Halberd and the Grey Company will have need of you in the south. Speak with Leopold before you go, but I doubt not that the Horse Lords will also retreat from this place soon. Amlan and I will remain here. If Gwillian returns, she must be dealt with, for she is a powerful adversary who might bring trouble to our chieftain from afar. Fare thee well, Thormurn.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Sheridan is correct, Thormurn. Our mission here was both a success and a failure. We can no longer tarry here, for both the Ox and Dragon clans are aware of our presence. We will come along as we can, but in the meantime, journey south to Fourth Brand in the Eisendel and report to Ardwin. Let him know that the Dunlandings are coming, and in greater forces than we could imagine. Eisendel, huh? Now that's one place I didn't go with Miss Medriel.
What do you need?
Huh. I'm thinking. I know, terrible habit, isn't it? Alright, gonna get sold. Well, before I do too much thinking, first thing we need to do is head to Galtreb to turn in a couple of tasks.
Friend of the Rohirrim.
Excuse me, lady.
The Uachgwairod requires us to give welcome to the Duvoriad.
Alright. Wrong one. Rotating figment of splendor.
Time before.
Oh, wait, what? What are you doing here?
Are you looking for something, friend?
Not necessarily, but... Angler set, huh? Yeah, fisherman waiters. I guess they have to go with the boots, right? Yeah. No, that's... It's cute, but it's so ugly at the same time. Silent Hunter. Can't afford that, but I'm gonna look at it anyway. Nope, that's the wrong one. Right, Mask of the Silent Hunter. Boots of the Silent Hunter. Bracers of the Silent Hunter. Mantle of the Silent Hunter. Tunic of the Silent Hunter. Cloak of the Silent Hunter. And, no. Definitely does not look good on Thormurn. I think the mask is kind of neat, and the shoulder is kind of neat. Aside from that, How many of these pigments I would need? I think 3,000 pigments for the shoulder. Like 4,300 for the mask and 3,000 for the shoulder. So I do not have enough for that. But yeah, the shoulder's kind of neat looking with the fox head on it. But still, nah. Garden perch of the Silent Hunter. So it's a housing decoration. Health of the Silent Hunter, also a housing decoration. Tapestry. Horse speed of the Able Angler. Full set of Able Angler War Steed appearance. How much does this cost? If I'm reading that right, it's like 8,000. Yeah, I think that's like 8,000 pigments, which we are nowhere near. Steed of the Able Angler. Steed of the Silent Hunter. We can... Home of the Able Ishore Fisher. Summons a bear to accompany you on your fishing adventure. I'm tempted. I could actually afford that. Summons a bear to accompany you on your fishing adventures. I shouldn't, though. Alright. We're done looking at that stuff that I was totally not expecting here. Gotten, things we can put away. Not too many. Now, Hobby Master, Crafting Hall. Crafting Hall is a vault.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
A little better?
You're welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
Better. Thank you. Hobby Master. I still haven't gotten Thormurn either of the hobbies. Neither the fishing or the bird calling.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
I need to go back to the Rohirrim Scout Camp. That's right. Anyway, like I was saying, since Miss Medrill did not follow this particular path, I think it's safe to let Thormurn do it. So, to the Isendell we head. Lheu Brenin can wait a little bit longer. You just passed the Slate of Shadows again. You got a bird chasing us. They could chase us. I feel like we're going way, way, way out of our way. Have I done the slop mopping in Isengard yet? No. We're actually doing something that I kind of skipped on my character Medriel. We're going to the Isendell to do those quests. Now, Medriel's gone through the whole Prisoner of Isengard thing, but not Thormurn, not yet. And by the way, hello Plastonic. Happy Tuesday to you. New deed, exploring the Isendell, fourth round.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
And to you, good lady. Thank you. Thormurn is at fourth friend. He was asked to come here. Oh god, I forgot how they love that bombastic music for the Rohirrim. For a change, I'm actually waiting.
I hope we will find aid in time.
You have come from Lheu. This is grim news you bring, but not unexpected. The enemy is already upon us.
Evil stirs in the shadows, and the horse lords have need of aid.
Recently, Cathorn, one of our messengers, failed to report back. He is a capable courier that has gone to receive word from Edoras regarding our strategic goals for Fourth Brund. Will you set forth and discover Cathorn's location? Begin your search to the north and slightly west from here along the cliff walls. Surely he has set forth from Edoras already. Okay. So you want me to find your missing man? No, I'll be honest, I don't think I've done the quest in this area too much. I think I usually bypass them. But you know what? We're not going to bypass them this time. Thormurn's going to do them. Slightly northeast along the cliffs. While we're at it, we'll kill a couple Dunlanders. And whatever else gets in our way. Oh look, goblins! Isendell goblins. I like making them blow themselves up. That's so funny. Too bad it doesn't actually cause them to blow themselves up. It's just a funny effect. I shall not die at your hand, dwarf. Yeah, think again.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
I was unexpectedly attacked by orcs and their ilk. They ambushed my party and stole a satchel that bore important messages of Forthbrun. Many of my companions fell, and I barely escaped with my life. I was given word to bring to Grimwald and his captains. The Theodred King has commanded that Isengard is to be called friend, and any reports to the contrary should only come from his son Theodred. The voice acting always culminates in, "Will you help the horse lords?" Around here, definitely.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
The goblins responsible for the attack on my party were a vicious lot, butchering my slain companions beyond recognition. Besides stealing the pouch we carried our messages in, the foul creatures scavenged goods from my companions' corpses as well. Will you seek out goblins and drive them from this place, and recover my companions' belongings? Okay.
Greetings. You have a moment. I have need of your assistance.
The goblin that attacked my companion emerged from a cave to the north of here. We had no warning before they were upon us, and in such numbers we had no chance. I fear others will suffer the same fate if the goblins are permitted to retain their hiding hole. If you would go to their cave and collapse the entrance, then return to Ardwin at Thormurn and let him know that one threat has been removed. Oh, well, that sounds fun. Now that's right up Thormurn's alley. That is definitely a dwarf thing to do. Not the lag. Closing cave entrances. Oh, look, y'all are still here. Or y'all here again, I should say. What are they called? Called stickers? Boom! Go blow yourselves up. All of you, go blow yourselves up. Weakened cavern ceiling. And we have collapsed the cave entrance. Now we can go back to Thormurn and tell them what's going on. Oh, hello. Ah, she fights with dual axes just like Thormurn does. Yeah, this is a pretty area. Alright. I do have some more bad news for you.
Our hope lies in strength. but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
The messages that Thormurn bore were of import, but this edict from Edoras was the word that we sought. It shall be known among the captains. Thank you for bringing us the news. Yeah, it's too bad that edict isn't coming from Theoden King.
The Dunlandings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
Thank you for returning the belongings of our fallen kinsmen. We earn your debt for your help. It is strange that the goblins are so bold as to attack our patrols and scouts. They shall pay for it with their blood. I promise that.
Time is short, and so is hope.
Thank you for lending Thorn your aid. With the entrance to the Goblin Cave collapsed, it should be some time before they are able to attack any more of our patrols or messengers. Really, okay, so none of this stuff is really useful. And of course now he has 2 more quests.
Evil stirs in the shadows, and the Horse Lords have need of aid.
Long and often have we sent patrols into the hills and valleys of the Isendale, and usually without incident. However, recently one of our patrol was attacked by a party of Dunlandings. We have ever been at odds with the men of Dunland, but rarely in open conflict, at least in recent years. Now the Dunlandings have become violently hostile towards our people. Will you find the party of Dunlandings that attacked our patrol and bring them to justice? Begin your search in the valley to the west of here.
The minions of Orthanc are growing stronger in these lands.
Over the past week, several of our patrols have been attacked while scouting the valley to the west. Recently, one of the patrols has vanished, and we fear the worst. I have been informed that the Dunlandings have apparently left blood-soaked items belonging to the patrol along the path as a warning. It is shameful that those who made the report failed to retrieve their kindred's belongings. Would you seek out these items and bring them back here so that they may be used to honor our fallen? The path the patrol walked upon lies in the valley to the west. Oh, who are you? Hi. Cadfrith.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
It seems this barren land is twice accursed. Not only have we the Dunlanding barbarians ready to fall upon us, but the most recent messengers from the Ford claims that he was ambushed and pursued by orcs as he traveled through the vale east of here. I do not know where they came from, but we have problems enough without these foul creatures pouring down from the mountains upon us. See if you can hunt a few of them and discover where they're coming from.
Greetings. You have a moment. I have need of your assistance.
And he wants us to also kill warhounds. Okay. Seems like I was going to say, these quests are going in exact opposite directions. We want to go west first. Killing Dunlandings, finding items at the patrol. Where is the patrol? Apparently still ahead. Alright. Blood-soaked boots. Okay, found item at the first patrol point. Blood-soaked compass. Now we go to the third patrol point. Seems to be behind us now. Heck. Oh, whoa, here. Blood-soaked journal. And it says bring the recovered items back. Okay. We need one more Dunlander. Huh, one more. Really? Is there another one to kill up this way? There is. That was easy enough. All right.
Time is short, so is hope.
It seems as if the Dunlandings are indeed in the process of planning an attack, as you have mentioned before. These attacks are clearly attempts to strike at the heart of my men, but we will not fall. We will not fail.
I hope we will find aid in time.
The wild men of Dunland will stop at nothing to destroy us, I fear. I think also that their boldness will only grow as tensions escalate. Hopefully, you have taught them to be less bold. Okay. I was kind of worried that he was going to give me something else, but he did not. Means we can do this guy's stuff now. And his stuff goes that way. Or does it? I think so. At least we don't have anything to patrol of this one. I almost passed it up, and I was like, wait, Warhound. Vicious Warhound. Which is exactly one of the things we need to kill. You still alive? There. Not anymore. We're not here for Dunlandings, we're here for orcs, but the Dunlanders keep getting in the way. I was gonna say, did he die? Yeah, he did. Whoa. Graphics shows a funky time to reload. I have actually seriously not been to this place in a while. I remember this play. Oh my god, it has been so long. We used to come up here way back when. Before they did this whole new LY system, which I absolutely can't stand for reasons. But we used to come up here and we used to kill the waves of mobs that would come and attack, so we could get legendary item drop. And we literally would sit here and help them fight the mobs. It doesn't seem like we currently have any quests up here. back down we go. Yeah, one of the things I really detest about the new LI system is the fact that at level 95, you're, or after level 95, the things that you have slotted into your LIs become outdated, and then you have to redo them all over again. Because, the ones that you have, okay, the ones that you have slotted don't just become outdated, they become useless. They get stripped of all their points. Okay, so go to character. So you can see here's his axe. I have Heraldry of the Sparrow on it. Skill induction speed, Cry of the Hunter bubble, press onward, cooldown, and heal. These things are pretty high level. They've leveled up pretty decently. But after level 95, the points for those things they're not going to provide anything. So the Heraldry of the Sparrow, the 27 agility, the 31 vitality, and the 130 to physical mastery is gone. And it just makes the weapons absolutely useless unless you are somewhere and have the ability to buy the new proper leveled. And if you don't have the ability, say you don't have enough script, or you're not in the area where you have a vendor you can buy them from, then you're out of luck. I think that's stupid. And I think the only reason they did that was to encourage people to spend their mithril coins to... Okay. I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to do with mithril after she goes past level 95. I really detest the new system that much. I may not play a single other character past level 95 anymore. Because I'm not going to play that game. Where are these orcs? Plenty of Dunlanders. I've seen some goblins. I've seen various critters. I don't think I've seen an actual orc yet. And you say this place you don't mind the Pit of Iron with the volatile goblins instant PTSD. Pit of Iron. The only thing I could think of was volatile goblins is that Skirmish. What's that place called? Goldenin. Where the last boss, you have to fight him in this arena, and he has goblins that are trying to escape, but I think he also has goblins that will throw fire bombs down at you. See, it's leading me back here again. But I didn't see a stinking orc up here. So I don't know. Dunlanders. Plenty of Dunlanders. Are they down there? Okay, alley-oop. Woo. Ouch! Yep, there they are. Found him. We need guards and grunt. The grunts are the skinny guys. Oh, this place, the Pit of Iron. This is the place you were literally just mentioning. Oh, I got a note to bring to Ardwin at Frothbrand. Find the Ark Cave in the northeast Heathfells. This Ark Cave. The Pit of Iron is here. Northeast Gap. You need it for a lot of deeds, but I first tried it on a champ level. It's not fun, right? At least not on a champ. And I'm probably going to get lost in here a bunch. I vaguely remember this. Vaguely remember it. Not how to get around it, but just the fact that it was this huge. It looks like it was originally built by dwarves. I don't think we have to do anything in here yet. Still, thought we'd come in and look at it. Oh yes, you get lost too. And get ready to be tossed about by goblins and go kaboom. Right? But we have to come back to it, because I do not think we have the corresponding quest for it. But, okay, I do vaguely remember this place now. Now that I've seen it, I'm like, oh yeah. I've already lost my way out. No, I'm going the right way. No, I've lost my way out. And of course, despite this being the biggest cave ever next to Moria, you can't ride a horse in here. Oh, I'm looking at it. It's right in my face. It's such a little spot and it doesn't even glow. But the orcs that I need to kill aren't even in there. I figured at least we could explore it and get the orcs I needed for the quest, but no. And we need one more guard. We've just killed a boatload of grunt. There, guard. Watch me not remember how to get here again. Find a cave. Okay. You have found the orc cave. Eye down there. Could you give me a hand? At your service and your families.
Well met, friend.
As if you aren't a sight for sore eyes. I have seen naught but orcs for days now. A band of them struck my father's caravan a few days north of here. We were minding our own business, and this rabble fell upon us without warning. Well, we fought them off, of course, but my father died in the battle. The rest of our caravan returned south to Ziggle Jabal, but I swore an oath of vengeance against them. I don't suppose you could lend me some aid here. Happy to. How much aid you want?
Stay a moment, friend.
Hey there, my good dwarf. I don't suppose you would be up for a quick bit of sport? The cave is packed full of orcs, and I see no reason to leave it as is. It's better to seal the lot of them in the dark below. I found a weak point in the rock here that should bring it down, but it will take a few minutes and make a whole lot of noise, so I could use a hand holding the orcs off until I can bring it down. Sounds like fun. When I start swinging this pick, the orcs are likely to come running, so let me know when you're ready. Absolutely. Let's have a little fun.
Seeks to collapse the tunnels from which the orcs waylay the innocent, avenging the death of his father and sealing the doom of his...
All right, here we go. Keep an eye on that cave, and if any orcs come running, well, you know what to do. Wasn't exactly how I wanted to do that, but hey. All right. How you doing up there? Not making as much noise as I expected you to. Gonna take a little longer than you thought. Okay. We're gonna have to pull out, so we pull back so we can see if he speaks. Not used to playing LOTRO like an ARPG. Hold him off a little longer. All right. I don't care how, just run around in circles or something. Wrong. His name is Wrong. I want to see what this thing looks like. Not ugly. Ondor has collapsed the cave entrance. He was going to come help me fight that too. How nice of him. Huh, that's one more for the old dwarf.
What do you...
He's a craftsman, don't rush him. Well, I suppose that's the last of the arcs. It will take them weeks to dig out of that mess. Lazy curs. If it were dwarves trapped in there, they would be out in a day. Oh, it has been a pleasure working with you, Thormurn. Okay, I like Ondor.
I am at your service.
There we go. And a job well done if I do say so myself. Ondor is my name, by the way. I followed a raiding party for 3 days until they disappeared in here. After they smashed my family's caravan and killed my father, of course. The rest of the family is headed back south to find refuge at Ziggle Jabal. But I swore to hunt down the ones that did for my father. Of course, I can't tell one orc from another, so now I'm left trying to deal with the whole lot of them. It looks like it could take a whole while. Well, no sense staying here. There's too much to do. Perhaps I will see you about if we are both lucky. I like him. I definitely like him. The other thing. Okay. Alright, so we have a couple things to turn in. And there are 2 different orc caves here. I did not realize that. There's the big one, the pit of iron. And then there's a little one. Oh, we're very close to town. Well, I'm not complaining about that either. Wait. No, we're at... Really? I thought this was Fourth Brand. It is not. This is Grimbold's camp. Not really exactly where we're supposed to be right now. But we'll grab the stable, since, you know, reasons.
Welcome, my friend.
When did they make the, stable master here female? Or has it always been?
These lands are not to be traveled lightly.
The heck? Oh, there's another quest item in my bag. Really? Why am I not surprised? Plain silver stud. We'll get rid of it. Trapper's leather helmet. We're about to level up too. Like, we're really close to it. Okay. Where's this? This thing. Defeat the Houndmaster. A weakling like you defeated the Houndmaster. Sorry. It's the first thing I thought of. No, I was just gonna stable back, but since we have another quest, how far away is this quest? 500 meters, so yeah, we'll take a horse. In fact, we'll not just take a horse, we'll take a war steed. Ooh. Alley-oop. Alright. Oh! Woo! At all. Okay. Now, I think he was around here somewhere. Hey guys. Up too high for me to get to now. Nope, right there. For Saruman! Y'all always say that. Really? You absolute stinker. How about no? I have defeated the Houndmaster. A weakling like you defeated the Houndmaster? Impossible! Yeah, that's... If you've made more than a couple of characters in LOTRO, that line is pretty much baked into your head. Especially if you've made men or hobbit characters. Ooh, we're ice skating in. Woohoo. Alright. Enough ice skating our horse through the camp. Especially since our horse is not very good at ice skating.
Welcome, my friend.
Okay. So the orcs are indeed coming down out of the mountains, and in significant numbers. These had best be wandering bands of raiders and nothing more. If they are allied with the Dunlandings, our hold on Lheu Brenin is as good as lost. Get leveled up to 78. Woohoo!
Welcome and well met, my friend.
So one of the Dunlanding barbarians crept behind our lines to guide the hounds against us? Well done discovering his hiding place and dealing with him. That should scatter his packs for good.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Those beasts have been hounding us for days now. I am glad you were able to drive some of them off. Hounding us. Hounds. Yeah.
Time is short, and so is hope.
This note disturbs me greatly, for it is written in the hand and tongue of men. I fear that one of our allies has fallen under the influence of our enemies.
We stride into a danger that we cannot hope to overcome.
After speaking with the leader of our patrol, I learned that they ranged further south than usual. It is possible that the Dunlings attacked because we had encroached openly upon their land, though I have my doubts. Perhaps he would patrol the valley to the west for me. I have a feeling that there is more to this attack than we can understand. Anybody else want to anything to do? Does not look like it. Okay. So need to do patrolling once more. And we're gonna use a regular horse. We got to the third one first. Are we serious? We got to the third rally point first. This is the first one. And this is the second one. Now we just go back to talk to that guy again. Nothing particularly untoward happened while we were out. In fact, that was the most boring patrol ever. Alright.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
The reports have been unclear regarding what has been happening in Ehrentrag. It seems that the Dunlandings are intentionally striking at our patrols, then fading into the wilderness. Alas, you have not shed much more light upon the situation than my patrols. Sorry about that. You know, there's so much I can do for you. Maybe. Silence the scout.
Minions of Orthonk are growing stronger in these lands.
The Dunlandings... Okay. The Dunlandings are assuredly to blame for the attacks on my patrols, but the village is protected by many sentries who are in position to warn their kinsmen should we approach. If we are to exact retribution upon Brontreg for the deaths of my warriors, we will need to rid them of these sentries. Search the hills and valleys due east of Brontreg and dispose of any sentries you come across.
Evil stirs in the shadows, and the horse lords have need of aid.
The horse lords have need of aid. Yeah. The horse lords have need of aid until you hear Gondor calls for help. Alright. I need to get up for a quick break. So let me go ahead and do that. I will be right back. Alright. I am back. Sorry about that. There's this thing people need to do periodically. Unfortunately. You know. Y'all probably figured it out. Has something to do with dehydrating. Alley-oop. Whee! Okay, 2 more. But we also need to find sentries. Okay, now. Oh, we were going the right way. So these sentries would likely be looking for a whole army, and not just one man. Or dwarf, as the case may be. Huh. Where are they? Up higher. They're up higher. Oh, we can go that way and get to it. Can we? Yeah, you can clearly tell when I've not done the quest quite as much, because I'll know enough about it to kind of know what's going on, but I won't know enough about it to know my way around. There's the road. Need to where we're going. Might as well get off, start killing stuff again. Ah, there's one. In the right place. I found our first sentry. And an ambusher. Oh, maybe if I was attacking her and not the foliage behind me, things would go a lot better. Okay. Here's a question I just thought of. Now, I know that when I'm editing videos, I can sometimes quite clearly hear my mouse and or keyboard clicks. I'm not 100% sure which, but can you hear it during the streams, and how bad is it? Okay, we're done with that. Make sure we didn't pick up any pickup quests. Yeah, we did. Bring the otters to Ardwin. Defend the Herald of the Rohirrim. Okay. Know where that one is. Ardwin. Okay, so I got 3 quests to turn in. Excuse me, I am back.
I hope we will find aid in time.
So, we stole some of their spears so that the Rohirrim could use them.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
With the sentries disposed of, we can now consider launching an attack. I have to pick. Nope. Wait. Maybe. I know I keep saying that. I'll have to look at that stuff on off screen.
Aid in time.
The note speaks of an impending attack. We will need you to strike at the Dunlandings before they can gather their strength.
We stride into a danger that we cannot hope to overcome.
A while ago, I sent Onswith, one of our scouts, to keep an eye on Brotig. The last news we had received from him was that he had set up camp near a tower west of there. We have heard naught from him since. If the Herald of the Rohirrim and that are going to be in the same place. Nope. No, definitely different places. Or what is this one? 400? Go ahead and get this one done. Oh, we want to go the other way. Actually a nice camp. I mean, it's still a camp, and those tents probably have bedrolls that are rather uncomfortable, but it's better than nothing. You're not going to get rained on. Hey, bye. I don't think I ever paid attention to how many quests there actually are here. There's more than I was expecting. So what? There he is. Alright, let me get rid of a couple of things real quick. We'll probably still have mobs pop up, but at least it won't be these mobs. Alright, hello. Need some help? What is this? You are no wild man. What are you doing out here? I see. Well, we know there was a danger when I agreed to parley with their chieftain. It was supposed to be a secret, but it seems there's little hope of that now. Wait, do you hear that? The baying of those accursed hounds of theirs. They have found us already.
A brave herald of the Rohirrim has come to stave off battle with the Dunlandings. But one faction is bent upon killing him before he can parley with the Brenin of the other clans.
You're correct. I hear the bang of the Dunlanding hounds approach even now. It seems we were fools to trust these wild men to parley fairly. But so be it. Let us show them the quality of our valor. Beware, there are more upon us. Really? You think? I shall not die at your hand, dwarf. Did he get a fatal injury? I hope not. Alright, you. Dang, they showed up quick. Rohirrim have come to your aid. And they run off without checking on their fellow Rohirrim? Okay. You are a fine dwarf to stand by me in my final hour. Take my heart to the ford and let Grimbold know I have fallen. Tell him I am sorry. The herald's voice trails off into a labored breathing as he closes his eyes in pain and exhaustion. He does not speak again. Well, that was sad. That makes me wish I hadn't done that. The herald lies dead at last from mortal arrow wound, and you rise from your death vigil. Gripping his horn, you determine to deliver it to Grimbold at the ford of Eisen and tell him of the herald's fate. So we need to go to Grimbold's camp with this. Fortunately for us, Grimbold's camp is right there. And Grimbold is right here. Thormurn's meeting him a lot earlier than Medriel did.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Welcome to the Fort of Eisen, Thormurn. Some word of your exploits has preceded you here, thanks to the work of my outriders. Grimbold stands silently in thought for several long seconds as you hand him the herald's horn and tell him of the battle in which he fell. Fastgill was a good and brave man. He knew it likely that any offer of the Dunlandings would be rife with treachery, but he took it upon himself to speak with them in hopes that the war could be averted. I thank you for abiding with him in his last hours. Lon. Maybe. I mean, I would definitely get a big boost to agility. I'd lose the might, though, which probably helps with the damage. I would also... Well, I don't need the will. But I would see, I'd get a big boost to agility, a very tiny boost to vitality. I would also get critical rating and physical mastery rating, so that might be more than just a maybe. Oh, I bet it's Grimbold's camp we get the quest for in that orc cave. Or the little camp up the road. Picking up the road. Let's take the horse up the road real quick. Let's see how many things we can aggro. Since we're not really worried about Thormurn dying. And this is not a game where you lose XP if you die. Yeah, there's all sorts of interesting stuff. There's like an underground area. If I remember right, has some instances in it. There's also a little camp in here somewhere. It's, can't remember exactly where, but it's up in this side. And we will definitely aggro some things, but, well, we're going to go see the trolls. And like I said, we will probably die, but that's okay. Thormurn can afford the repairs. There they are. Damn, these big bruisers here. And they aggro at the same time. Whoa! Oh no, that's not good. What the heck? The heck? Alright, First off, let's come to a halt so we're not bouncing. What did I just do? I got myself stuck in the wall. Oh. Got myself. Wait, where am I? I can't pull out. I can't bring my screen out any further to see where I am. There we go. Woohoo! You see them? These big bruisers have a whole bunch of XP. And we're getting stuck again. Woo. I don't stay aggroed very long though. Whoa. Yep. Okay. None of this stuff seems to stay aggroed very long. Yep. Whoa. Okay. It might help if I don't know, could actually see what I'm doing. It also would help if Thormurn's war steed had a better turn radius, but it doesn't. There we go. Yeah, the turn radius on the medium steed is not good. There we go. Sorry, I had to do that. It's just so much fun to torment those trolls. Kind of fun to torment a lot of the stuff here. Oh, there we go. Maybe if we scroll back in now, now that we're not stuck behind things. So yeah, back in here somewhere we're gonna run into a little camp with some quests. And oh. Yep. It's a shakai. Boop. We're going in the water. Woo. They're chasing me, all right. We get out from here. No, we can't. Uh-oh. There's a whole camp up there. All I want to do is take a look at it. Yeah. I get out at. I get out here? No. Well, they make you go all the way over here to get out. I guess that stuff stopped following me. Yeah, all sorts of stuff that Medjol missed because she was in a hurry to. What was she in a hurry to do? Oh yeah, go to Great River. That's what, that's what she was doing, going to Great River. That's where she is right now. I'm having fun there, too. Great River's fun. Okay. So, we're done goofing off. We've tormented the trolls. And, well, half the other stuff in Isengard. We do still have one thing left to do, at least one thing left to do at Fourth Bran. Maybe more. For the moment, I think Thormurn is going to hang out here at Grimbold's camp and commiserate with him about the loss of the Herald. Thormurn does not like it when NPCs die on his watch. Now, I have not eaten yet. I'm used to starting the stream a little later. And speaking of which, I am thinking about switching up the schedule altogether. Start all the streams a little bit earlier and end them a little bit earlier. I'll do a poll and see what y'all think. But that is definitely a distinct possibility. That way, y'all get the streams a little earlier in the evening, and maybe I get to sleep a little earlier, and everybody wins. However, with all that being said, let me thank everybody that stopped by, especially thank you to Plastonic for being here. I hope you enjoyed, and we will probably have to check out that Pit of Iron. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some quests that go there soon enough anyway, so I get the feeling we'll be there at some point. If it is what I'm picturing in my head, I'm definitely going to get lost. Thank you to Drive-By for popping in and letting me know everything looks good, as always. And for everybody who, maybe you popped in and out. Maybe you stuck around and watched a little. Well, thank you. I appreciate y'all, no matter what you did. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. So, Thursday, we will be back with Thormurn as he continues to go through, apparently, the Isendale. Not where he's supposed to be going, but, well, it's where he is. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we will be having some fun with Oblivion, and maybe we will take a look at Soul Mask, too, since I got that as a present from somebody. So, definitely want to take a look at it. If you don't want to miss all that fun stuff, and you haven't already, y'all know what to do. All those fun clicky things. But for now, like I said, I'm going to go eat. You all have a wonderful night. Have a, well, wonderful Wednesday. And until next time, bye for now.